asleep, and she's sweeter now than the wildest dream could have seen. And I watch her sleeping away, though I know I'll be hunting high, high. There's no end to the length I go to, hunting high, high. There's no end to the length I go to find her again. Upon these my dreams are depending through the dark. I sense the pounding of her heart next to mine. She's the sweetest love I could find, so I guess I'll be hunting high and low, high. There's no end to the length I go to, hunting high and low, high. There's no end to the length I go. Hunting high, there's no end to the length I go. My immaculate dream, made breath and skin. I've been waiting for your sign with a home tattoo. Happy birthday to you, was created for you. Can never keep from falling apart at the seams. Cannot believe you're taking my heart to pieces. Ooh, it'll take a little time, might take a little crime to come undone. We'll try to stay blind to the hope and fear outside. Hey child, stay wilder than the wind and blow me in to cry. Who do you need? Who do you love? When you come undone, who do you need? Who do you love? When you come undone, words play me deja vu like a radio tune. I swear I've heard before. Chill, is it something real? Or the magic I'm feeling of your fingers? Can never keep from falling apart at the seams. Cannot believe you're taking my heart to pieces. Lost in a snow-filled sky, we'll make it alright to come undone. We'll try my bed. There's a pounding in my head. Glitter all over the room. Pink flamingos in the pool. I smell like a mini bar. DJ's passed out in the yard. Bobby's on the barbecue. It's a hickey or a bruise. Pictures of last night ended up online with screws. Oh well, it's a blacked out blur, but I'm pretty sure it moved. Last Friday night, yeah, we danced on tabletops and we took too many shots. Think we kissed, but I forgot. Last Friday night, yeah, we maxed our credit cards and got kicked out of the bar, so we hit the boulevard. Last Friday night, we went streaking in the park, skinny dipping in the dark, and had a ménage à trois. Last Friday night, yeah, I think we broke the law. Always say we're gonna stop. This Friday night, do it all again. This Friday night, do it all again. Trying to connect the dots, don't know what to tell my boss. Think the city told my car. Chandelier is on the floor. Rip my favorite party dress. Going south for my arrest. Think I need a ginger ale. This was such an epic fail. Pictures of last night ended up online with screws. Oh well, it's a blacked out blur, but I'm pretty sure it moved. Last Friday night, yeah, we danced on tabletops and we took too many shots. Think we kissed, but I forgot. Last Friday night, yeah, we maxed our credit cards and got kicked out of the bar, so we hit the boulevard. Last Friday night, we went streaking in the park, skinny dipping in the dark, and had a ménage à trois. Last Friday night, yeah, I think we broke the law. Always say we're gonna stop. This Friday night, do it all again. Do it all. This Friday night, do it all again. Do it all. This Friday do it all again.
Walking on a Chinese, walking on a Chinese wall. Watching for the coins to fall. Butterfly, spread your painting wings from an answer from the sheen. By the stream, stretching in the rocks, a tiger on a mountain top, walking on the Chinese wall, watching for the coins to fall. And now the sun is rising in the east, looking for my golden fleece. Ivory skin, scarlet colored leaves that burn but do not speak. The thread needs to chest. Go to sleep but not to rest. Stepping stones on the yellow sea. A dreaming she will be there for me. Come down clouds to the sea flames. From the mountain hear the cry of pain. A red gem dream from the sky above. Ancient tales of hate and Chinese love. Chinese love. I'm watching for the coins to fall. Tell me something, girl. Are you happy in this modern world? Or do you need more? Is there something else you're searching for? I'm falling. In all the good times I find myself longing for change. In all the bad times I feel myself.
Tell me something, boy.
creeps closer now, closer to the foot of the bed, and softer than the shadow and grey curtain flies. His arms are all around me and his song in my eyes. Be still, be calm, be quiet now, my precious boy. Don't struggle like that or I will love you more. For it's much too late to get away or turn on the light. The Spider-Man is having me for dinner tonight, and I feel like I'm being eaten by 1,000 million shivering furry holes. And I know that in the morning I will wake up in the shivering cold. And the Spider-Man is always hungry. It's another tequila sunrise, staring slowly across the sky. Say goodbye. He was just a hired hand, walking on the dreams he planned and tried. The days go by. Every night when the sun goes down, just another lonely boy in town. She's out running round. She wasn't just another woman, and I couldn't keep from coming home. It's been so long. Oh, when it's a hollow feeling, when it comes down to dealing friends, it never ends. Take another shot of courage. Wonder why the right words never come. You just get numb. It's another tequila sunrise. This old world still looks the same. Another frame. She told me that I'm not enough, and she left me with a broken heart. She fooled me twice and it's all my fault. She cut too deep, now she left me scored. Now the song
Cek, cek, cek.
Now I'm taking this shot.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and all of the participants on the webinar Library Literacy Fest 2024, Batch 2. The first and the foremost, let us praise our gratitude to Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. Because of His blessings, we can gather virtually in this webinar on the Library Literacy Fest 2024, Batch 2. The Honorable, the Head of Library and Center of Digital Service UMS, Mrs. Maria Nisa, SOS MA. The Honorable Head of Management and Digital Service, Mr. Hardika Durmawan, SPD MSc ITE. Before we start it, let me introduce myself first. My name is Putri Gita Ramadhani, and I will guide you guys to webinar on this day. Let's go move to the agenda. For opening the agenda, let's listen the welcoming speech from the Mr. Hariga Dwi Hermawan, SPD MSc, as the Head of Management and Digital Service. For Mr. Hariga, time is yours.
Okay, thank you Putri Regita, and good morning everyone. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Yeah, it's such an honor and very good morning, and for all of you, Alhamdulillah, all praises to be Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful, for granting us the opportunity to gather here today in this blessed event, the Library Literacy Festival 2024. And I would like to warmly welcome all of you to the second event of this festival, which is being held virtually today. And also, today's event mark a significant milestone in our festival, because this is the first virtual session of our festival. And we are thrilled to be part of this journey toward enhancing library literacy and digital capabilities. So as part of our mission at the Library and Digital Services Center of Universitas Muhammadiyah Surakarta, we are committed to improving access to knowledge and empowering access to individuals through digital tools and also resources. And today's session is also one of the perfect example of that, I think. And also, as we embark of this journey of knowledge and discovery, let us remember the importance of seeking knowledge, as our Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam has said that seeking knowledge is an obligation upon every Muslim, Ibnu Majah. So the pursuit of knowledge, whether through traditional method or digital platform, is a means to elevate ourselves and our communities. And I want to extend my deepest gratitude to Miss Xian Susyanto. Nice to meet you. She's in Malaysia right now, in Kuala Lumpur. She is from Account Development Manager ke Account APAC. And thank you very much for your willingness to join us and provide such an insightful and important presentation. And also Ibu Maria Nisa, Bu Unun, as our head of UMS Library. And also all of you, the LLF organizing committee, whose dedication and hard work have made this event possible and ensuring that we continue to offer high quality program for all participants. And also my family at UMS Library and Digital Services Center for your continuous effort in organizing event like this, so it can strengthen our academic community. And of course, a heartfelt thank you to all of the participants who are joining us today. I think it will be more than 100, but today's it's how many? 55 participant, but I think will be increasing. And also today's agenda with the themes of using Springer Link to improve scientific publication. I believe it will be a great opportunity for us to enhance our understanding of how digital tools can assist us in advancing scientific research and knowledge sharing. We are truly grateful to Ms. Xian for sharing his expertise with us today. And Springerling, we already know that Springerling is also one of the powerful resource for us as researcher and also educator and also student alike. And I'm very confident that this season will provide valuable insight on how to optimize the use of Springerling in the field of scientific publishing. And together, let us use today's session as a springboard to better utilize resources like Springerlink, which will undoubtedly enhance our research, publication, and also academic network. So let's open our today's agenda with Basmalah. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. And in addition, my apologies once again for not being able to stay for the entirety of the session because as I must continue my travel for the research collaboration and student competition in Taiwan, but will be transit in Singapore for more than 8 hours. So enjoy the session and thank you once again for being part of Library Literacy Festival 2024. I hope you enjoy the session and take away valuable insight for your own academic and professional growth. Thank you very much, Miss Xian. Very honored to meet you here today. And
Thank you.
yeah, thank you.
Selamat
Enjoy.
siang.
Oh yes, selamat
Yes.
siang.
Okay.
Actually, my student will be transit in Kuala Lumpur for one day, but for me, I will transit in Singapore.
Okay.
Yeah.
Everyone is welcome to both Kuala Lumpur and Singapore.
Yeah.
We can always have a meeting in our office.
Wow, well, thank you very much. We'll come as soon as possible.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye. Thank you very much. And
Bye.
wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you, Mr. Harigal, for the welcoming speech. Hope you always have a good day. So before we move to the main agenda, this session we want to take a documentation first. So for all the participation, please turn on your camera first and give your best pose so the committee can take your best pose on this session. Mr. Nashid, have you ready?
Ya, siap. Sudah ready.
Ready?
Oke, thank you. Kedengar ya? Oh,
Yes.
okay. For now, I will take this time activity for a moment to all Zoom participant. May I ask for a moment of your time for a photo? Please participant can turn on the camera and appear first. I will take some photos as proof of today's event. I will start from the first slide. Wait a minute. First slide. 1, 2, 3, say cheese. Okay, next will be second slide. Okay, second slide. Wait a minute. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, I think it's enough. Okay, I will return the time and the place to the moderator. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Nashid, for the documentation session. So let's move to the main agenda, that is presentation of the material from the speaker. Today we are very lucky because is present with us our great and amazing speaker, that is Mrs. Shushan. Before we start the presentation, I will read her CV first. Shanto is based at KL Springer Nature Office, managing campaigns, publishing talks, scientific engagement, and content data analytics related to Springer Nature products. She is graduate of Master of Science in Sustainability Energy from University of Coimbra and has received certification for specialization in interdisciplinary subjects such as policy and chemistry from universities in Europe. She has 8 years of perpetual commercial research and interdisciplinary work in topics of education, sustainability, and climate change. Her scientific research was presented in impactful universities such as University of Oxford, University Edinburgh, University of Cranfield, Hokkaido University, University of Maastricht, University of Politecnico in Milano, University of Queensland, and others globally. Wow. Professionally, she was a book editor in science and a lecturer in course of sustainability system, higher education, the built environment, and business management. Okay, without any further ado, please welcome our great speaker today, Mrs. Susyanto. Mrs. Susyanto, time is yours.
Thank you so much. A very good morning again to Ibu Maria Husnun, Pak Hadika, and Ibu Putri, and all the librarians and the community at the University Library. I'm Sianto, you can call me as Sianto, and I am a Malaysian. And before I joined Springer Nature, I had the opportunity to explore several database out there. And I have found that Springer Nature database has always been credible, useful, and effective as a researcher. And prior to that, as time goes by, I start to explore my journey outside of academia. So now I am more at the corporate setting, supporting a company which I cherish a lot, which I hold strong values in, which has also bring a lot of content and resources to enable me to perform my research effectively. So very briefly, I'm going to share my screen. You can see my screen, just to double check. Yes, you can see the slides. Okay. I understand now is the literacy festival happening at your university, and I'd like to share with all the participants that literacy is not just sorting out information and knowledge, but literacy is also the ability to share this knowledge with people around you and to put to practice this knowledge in your daily practices, in your research, in your work, and also the ability to have a variety of up-to-date information that can enable you to transform yourself, your well-being, and to transform the way you interpret the world around you together with others. So through literacy, it has a powerful capacity to transform your life and to transform the people around you. So at Springer Nature Link, thankfully, we support this literacy channel where we provide up to 3,000 journals, a variety of selection journals through your library affiliation account. So you have to go to your library account up here. If you just visit your library website and you get the account endorsed by your librarians, you have to sign up for the account. You can have full access to the Springer Nature Link platform, which I will show you later on. And through this account, you have 1,000 fully open access articles across the platform and 2,700 open access ebooks from monograph, textbook, reference, conference proceeding, and handbook. Please bear in mind that although for researcher, you normally use journal to do your research and to cite your article, but do not forget the importance of citing and using ebook, because ebook, some of the ebooks have more comprehensive findings, and the content of the ebook can be very contextual with very illustrative images where you can transfer it to your research and enrich the context of your research. And then there is also up to 2085 titles of content published since the year 2023. So if you are doing a literature review, you don't have to worry because there's plenty of content that you can find from year 2019 to now, year 2024, to allow you to do an up-to-date literature review of a 5-year time frame. Just gonna click, okay. So now I'm going to show you one of the features. If we go to the Springer Nature Link platform, one of the key features of our Springer platform is that we have a technology-powered tool called Journal Finder. And in this Journal Finder, which is not found at any other database, you can easily find the recommended content and recommended journals based on the work that you're doing and based on your interests. So I'm going to simulate it very quickly. So imagine now you're at the home page. This is the home page of the Springer Nature Link platform. And if you go up here, you click Find a Journal, it will come out the Journal Finder page. You have an option as a user. Firstly, you can insert a simple title, for example, how to is not a very good research title, but maybe a review of health engineering methodologies in Asia, just an example. And you don't really have to key in the keywords. I would say you can keep this empty. Just key in your title, and if you click Find Journal, it will come out a selection of relevant journals according to your research title. So this is like a quick search tool. It's like a live librarian available through the Journal Finder to recommend you what are the useful journal that you should access that is relevant to the work that you're doing or to the interests that you're doing. If you want to test it more, I'm going to copy an abstract. Imagine you already have an abstract of an article, and this abstract is about engineering education, a full abstract research. Again, you can leave this optional and find journal. And again, it will update. You see the results have changed to education, everything about education, because the abstract is about studying about engineering education. So this is one of the key features of we have at Springer Nature Link platform. And through this journal finder, it shows what are the impact factor, what year it has been published, how many, the estimation of articles that is available in one journal. So if the download is 1.5 million, I would say there's a lot, like thousands of articles inside this journal that you can browse. Next is if you just click on the logo, every time you click on the logo, Springer Nature Link, it will bring you back to the home page, this home page. So I'm just going to minimize this. Okay. So now if you're at the home page, I'm going to simulate something interesting. Imagine you are an author. You want to publish at Springer Nature. I'm going to present this now because some of the participants may leave later, but this is very important. So Imagine you are an author, you like to publish with Springer Nature, you want to monitor your research and your progress in your article. So you just click here, track your research. And after you click track your research, it will ask you to insert a login account. And it will, now it's 0 because this is a dummy account, it's a demo account. But imagine you have 10 articles and 20 citations. So it will show up here. And you can actually explore what is the up-to-date journal where you can submit according to your profile. So based on your account, if you use this feature, the Springer Nature Link platform here will automatically inform you what kind of call of paper you should be aware of and you should submit, because they know about your research profile and your research interest. And then next is that if you click increase the visibility of your work, one other special feature we have at Springer Nature is if you already publish with Springer Nature, it will bring you to this page. It's a research community and you can write a post. So it's training you to become an author that is ready to share your research on a live platform. So you are now an author and a writer on a Springer Nature platform, on a Springer Nature community. So all you need to do is create a post, 1,000 word, summarize your research. You just need to summarize your paper and then link your article. And then you can add what is the key topic that your article is about, and then publish it in the research community. So I highly recommend all authors or aspiring researcher, apart from using our content and at once you already start to publish with Springer Nature, please join this community, share your research, and be a summarized author, because doing so, firstly, you are widening the outreach of your article, and there will be more audience that will be aware of your publication. So now I'm going to go back on, this is just a demo. So I click home. Now I'm back at the home page. Initially, I mentioned that you have to use your university account. And one way to check that is that if you scroll down, all the way down here, you will see an IP address. And this will change to Universitas Muhammadiyah, Surakarta. It will change to your university name and university IP address. And it's important to double check to do this, because if you are logged into the correct university IP address, this will avoid any paywall, any restriction to view the article or to download the article. Now I'm going to show what are the key features of the Springer Nature Link platform. Firstly, at the home page, even though if you don't click here, track your research, it always refresh and share you what is the recent call for paper to submit. So even though you are a starting researcher, you can also share this with your professor, with your lecturer, and with your senior PhD students that you want to collaborate with. You can inform them, now I know there's this call of paper. Let's collaborate and submit to this call. There is also trending research. It shows you the key trending articles, which is gathering high citations, high downloads, high usage, and what we would call high activity in terms of its interaction with the audience, And these research articles are proven to be more impactful, and it's a must read if you are in that field. And there's also featured journals, which occasionally shows open access journals. So for example, in Discover Sustainability and Discover Applied Sciences, there are a lot of open access articles, and it's featured journals because the variety of the articles inside these journals are very niche areas of research, and it also features very macro topic scope of research teams. For example, in sustainability, it covers all areas of the SDGs and the sustainability topics. So therefore, is highlighted in this row. However, that may not mean that other journals are less important. It's just that these journals have always regular, I would say regular publication. The rate of publication is very high. So that's why it's being seen in the featured journals. So you will always find regular new articles if you go to this kind of journals. The other feature is browse by subject. There are a variety of disciplines, from humanities and social science to the physical science and science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Now, for example, if you are in AI or if you are in education, and if you don't see it here, please don't worry. That does not mean that there is no journal in that. It's just that because now in this platform, it can fit the main 12 subject in this format of web page. But if we type, now I'm going to type, for example, AI and education. You see, it comes out a result that shows there is an article about AI and education. And I'm showing you a very special feature here right now. One, if you notice, how I type in the search function is very different from what a normal researcher would do. A normal researcher, normally they would just type, for example, medicine, or they would type in more specific areas like behavioral psychology. And yes, you can do so. If you type like this, the results will still come out, right? It comes out all the relevant articles related to behavioral psychology. But why did I type like this with a bracket, a bracket on top? It's because I'm refining the research results. So apart from behavioral psychology, I want something more specific. So for example, in this case, I would try to challenge it a bit. If I'm doing a research in behavioral psychology, I'm looking for something in Europe. I know we are in Asia, but imagine I want to know, because I know there are many advanced methodology in Europe, so I just want to refine it more. And let's see what comes out. So it does try its very best to gather case studies and articles from Europe. It will do it very best. In this title, you may not see Europe, but if you go to a specific article, you will find, you see here, this one. It will find some cases that is it used to be around Europe. So England, before Brexit, England was in Europe. So the AI or the technology behind this tool is that as long the articles has something to do with Europe, it will come out in the result. So I'm going to just do a very simple one, which can be an interest for a majority of people here. So maybe AI and health, okay? Which is artificial intelligence and health. So of course, this one is more generic. So it's very easy to see the title, there's AI and health, but majority of the articles is all about AI and health. So now, what I would recommend is, because for your institution, please bear in mind, your institution subscription is majority journals, journal article. So to ensure that you have access to the journal article, I would recommend you to filter it. So you could just click journal. You can sometimes also click research article and article. So these three, choose article, research article, and journal, and you update the result. And that will make sure that it will give you the article that is published in journal. And there is a higher chance for you to download and to access the articles. Another features is, don't worry, if it's not a journal, if it's not an article, I'm going to refresh it. There is also an additional benefit. You see here, if you see my cursor, it says open access. And here, open access. So as long as it's open access, rest assured, as a user, you can download, you can access, you have full access to the article. And you can also filter by the discipline if you want, further filter it. And if you are very specific about the language, because sometimes it may come out German articles, especially for health. If you're in the health field, engineering field, sometimes it comes out a German language article. So if you want, you could just tick English. Some users ask about Indonesian language, Indonesian or Bahasa language. Currently, at the Springer Nature Link platform, we have not yet featured this to filter the Bahasa or Indonesia. One primary reason is because at least 80% of the published articles is in English, whereas the remaining percentage is published at low-tier journals for the local language. So for Springer Nature case, we highlight more on the majority of the language that is being used. So English is being featured as one of the filter, but there may be a few local language articles, but we would say it's not a lot right now at the Springer Nature platform. Because imagine now if I do a search, even for Korean, Russian, Turkish language, it's only one article. Yeah. So going back to another key features of the Springer Nature link, I'm just going to choose one article now. And I want to make sure that is also quite interesting. So I'm going to choose this one. Okay. So this is an example of an article in a, if I'm not mistaken, is in a research journal called AI and Ethics. And when you click on the article, the first thing that you can notice is how many people have accessed the article, how useful is the article. You can look at the citation, you can look at the alt metric immediately. This metrics will inform you as a user whether this article is highly used or highly cited in the research field? If it is, you should read it. You should download it and read it, and I would say consider it for your work or consider it for your research. Secondly, is that on the right side of your page, you will see this click function. My recommendation is do not be bothered by the left side, right? On the left side, you see so many content. You can immediately go here, follow my cursor. My cursor is showing on the right side. You know, as a researcher, time is critical. So what do you need to know? Do you need to know about the abstract? Do you need to know about the introduction? Or do you just need to quickly know what is the main finding? So let's see, I want to know what is the outcome of this article. I just click on conclusion, you see? On the left side, it already changed. On the left side, it will immediately show you the conclusion. So wherever you click, now if I click methodology, it will automatically change to the section that you had clicked. So I would say it's a quick reading, fast reading. This tool enables you as a user to save time. You can fast read by just clicking on the relevant section. For example, if I go to author information, I want to know who is the author. It's from this university. And then I can also contact. Now, this is another trick. You don't need to click, okay? So, because sometimes if you click here, it will bring you to the Gmail account or your email user platform. So my recommendation is you just hover, you just point on top of the name, and you look down there, you can see the author full email, lamek.bangula.amugongo@tum.de. That's the email of the author, and you could just copy or save that email, and then you contact the author when you need to do so. Another key feature is that if you go to the figures, now at Springer Nature, this is one of our powerful highlights. You can view the image in full size and high definition. So this is the image in full size. So imagine if you have an image which is very complicated. So I'm just going to exit this one temporarily. I'm going to show you a different example. I'm going to get an image which is more complicated. This is a different article in open access. I'm going to take this image because as a researcher, imagine now if I see this, I don't understand what is this image about. So I'm just going to right click. I'm going to save the image. And you don't worry. You see here is web, right? Web file. Don't worry, it will still work. So I'm going to save it as image demo in my computer. Now I'm going to recommend users a friendly tool, but use it in an ethical way, in the sense that as personally, Google Gemini is a tool that can be trusted. And the Google Gemini has the capacity to interpret the image from Springer Nature. So if you just upload this image demo, and I have a prompt format. I'm going to copy the format, and if you want, you could take my email and I will send you the prompt, or I will share it with the librarian. And later, you can save it for your own copy, or you could just screenshot right now. I'm going to copy here. Sorry, it's not copying. So you just copy. Okay. Okay. So this is the prompt. Interpret this scientific image. Inform me as a researcher. 1. Key results. 2. Gaps in information. 3. How to improve the research outcome. 4. New research methods to improve the data that is shown in the image. So this is like another way for you to enhance, right? You take the high definition image, upload it into I would say a very safe platform. So Google Gemini is a safe platform for now, and it will open user to use the image in this platform to get the information you need. Then you see, you remember I upload the image as a web file, not as a PNG, not as a JPEG. So in Google Gemini, it allows you to upload the image as a web file. So this is the results. Key results. This is about what the image data is talking. It's talking about CBM. It's talking about co-managed approaches. This is the gaps in the image, in the information of the data of the image. This is the recommendation that they give you about how you can improve the research outcome from the image. And this is the AI recommendation of the research method that as a user you can try to look for if you are researching further about this image, or if you want to explore new methods to do the research that is the same as the image. So that is just a recommendation. You can use the image from Springer Nature Link, upload it here, use a prompt engineering format to gather more enriched findings and information about the image. And bear in mind, the image normally has to be in high definition. And you can only get a high definition image from the Springer Nature Link platform. So I'm just going to go back. Again, if you click references here, it will show you all the references. And another key feature is that if you just click on the DOI, it will bring you immediately to the article. And if it's open access, right, like here, it's wonderful. You could immediately browse the article that is in the reference of the previous article that you were looking for. So I just click on the DOI, it brought me to this reference article, and that saves a lot of time for me to export it to my Zotero or Mendeley, and that also saves me a lot of time to search manually the reference article. Now, another feature I want to share, which is very important, of course, you don't necessarily need to be online in the internet always to use all this. You can download the article. So I'm going to download the PDF. Now it's downloaded. I'm going to open the file. And when you open the file, it will come out like this. If you notice, when you download, the format has changed. This is the exact format that is formatted according to the publication template of a journal or for an ebook. Meaning to say, what you see here is the exact format of a Springer imprint, okay? But here is formatted for the interactive function in a website, in a platform. But when you submit your article as an author, okay, don't worry so much about the formatting. Because when you come to the research phase as an author, if you want to publish at Springer Nature, there will be an editor to support you. There will be a document template that will be provided to you to input your written work. And when you submit your article, it will be automatically formatted to this kind of template when is accepted for publication. So don't worry so much about the format. I would say what matters here is the content. This format is just according to the Springer Nature imprint. However, it allows you to read very friendly read, meaning to say when you download it in the PDF, you can read it in your mobile phone, in your Kindle, in your ebook reader, as the same format and as the same PDF file. So if I scroll down, I remember there is some pictures. Yeah, the picture will also still be here. But again, my recommendation is to download the image from the platform instead of copying it from here. Because if you just copy and screenshot from here, the resolution will decrease, the pixel will decrease. So if you know you are going to submit to a very high quality journal and you want to reference an image, use the Springer Nature platform to reference the image and to download the image. One key feature of the article when you download is this blue references. Why is it blue? It's blue because it's linked to the article, to the reference. So if I click 73, it will bring me directly to 73 here. I know where is the reference is. I know what is the cited statement coming from. And if I just click again on the DOI, it will bring me immediately to the article, especially again if the article is citing a Springer Nature article. And this is something as a researcher I want to share, which is why you will find we have the Springer Nature community, right? Because imagine you are a user, you are using the Springer Nature article, and then you become an author. You find that an article from Springer Nature is useful. You cite it to your article, and when you cite it to your article, it makes it easy for your reader to know where you get the information from. So the reader immediately also has access to another Springer Nature article. So it's like a spider web, right? So as a user and also as a researcher, when you join the community of Springer Nature, I would say your support is very strong, and the user interacting with your article is also improved, enhanced. Because as a user, I know I can trust that I easily can get the information where the author gathers his facts and information from. Provided again is from a Springer Nature published article, and provided my affiliation account gives me full access to the article. I would say at least 50%, there's a 50% success rate of being able to access all the references here, which is at Springer Nature, if you are using the affiliation account. So that is one of the key features of the downloaded article. What I would like to share is that once you download, don't worry, use it as much as you want. You can print as many times. You can also share it with your colleagues, your professional colleagues, especially who are at the same affiliation with you. And when you download this PDF, you can immediately export it to Zotero and to Mendeley. Another key feature at the platform is that if I go to sections, I go to the most bottom part, you can download the citation. When you go to this about this article, you can download the citation if you want to quickly cite it. And you can also get a shareable link. What does a shareable link means? It means that, let's see if you are from the faculty of science and you want to share it with someone from the faculty of business or faculty of economics, you just get shareable link and you copy this and you copy to clipboard. You copy and paste it to your email, you paste it to your WhatsApp. Your colleague will definitely have the same access to the article that you had shared. This means your colleague don't need to do a manual search. They can immediately have access using this link that you had shared. And of course, it will also show the keywords. And if I click on the keywords, let's just be curious. I click on Ethics AI, what happens? Internet is a little bit slow. Please bear with me. Okay. If I click on the keywords, because our platform is still being enhanced, our Springer Nature platform is being enhanced. What you see now is the historical platform of the Springer Nature link. And here, what you can do is that you can untick this. Don't take this, because if you take this, it will only show you the articles that will allow you limited view, limited access. So you unclick this, and it's actually showing you the results of all the articles with the keywords or mutual, I would say mutual or have similarity to the type of research that has to do with ethics by design. So remember, I click on ethics by design. So meaning all this article here has something to do with, or has some element or some component that covers the keyword ethics by design. And it also has immediately filtered ethics by design within computer science. And you don't really have to accept this. If you don't want the keyword to just fall within computer science, you just take it out. You click the X and it should refresh to an updated one. Sorry, my internet is the internet issue. Yeah, okay. So you see now my results is bigger, right? It's 1 million. Just now is around 22,000 because it's filtered within computer science. But I have taken it out. So now these are all the articles which is covering research about ethics by design that is using the keyword. So that is one of the other function, special function we have from the Springer Nature Link platform. I think I will leave some questions because I have covered all the bases and provided elements to enhance your research. Just one more that I would share to wrap it up is that if you are an end user, you want to do a bibliometric analysis. How to do this? It's also possible to do this at Springer Nature Link. Now, when you do the search, right? Remember I showed you the filter. So again, I'm going to filter, like, for example, palm oil. Okay. When you do any search, you want to do a bibliometric analysis. What works here a bit differently is because Springer Nature wants our researcher to get the most accurate, up-to-date trend data. And because of this, you have to be a bit more hardworking. Because you want to do a bibliometric analysis, you have to manually type the year. It's just some work to do, but it's very fulfilling because when you do that, there is no duplication, right? Because sometimes if you type 2019 to 2024, not just in Springer Nature database, but in other database as well, there's a duplication of document from one year to another year. So when the information come out, when you do your bibliometric analysis, it can be wrong. So my recommendation is type 2019 to 2019, you update the result, and then you export this. You see my cursor, export the quantitative metric into an Excel sheet. So I already did that. For example, for an article on AI, I manually type 2019, 2020, 2021, then I export it to the Excel sheet. After you export to the Excel sheet, you will have your bibliometric analysis. And I would say is 99% accurate. There's no duplication of document because you manually extract year by year throughout the 5-year time frame. So this is just an example. You see here orange is not zero, yeah? Actually, it looks like zero because the axis is very has a huge gap. So the ebook publication was actually 20 to 50. So it looks like it's at zero, but it's not. See, because if you look on the right side, the inner circle is the publication from 2019 to publication up to 2024. So if you look from the inward in to outwards, kalau pandang dari dalam ke luar, you can see that the circle is getting bigger. Bulatannya semakin besar. Meaning to say, the publication for journal, ebook, and proceedings is increasing from year 2019 to year 2024. So this is the example of the bibliometric analysis that you can do to open up your research when you're writing your article or you're doing your literature review. This one is a real example of our metric from 2019 to 2024. It shows that our publication in AI and health, so anything to do with AI and health, at Springer Nature Link has increased substantially by at least 30% and at least 10% every year. And not just in terms of publication, but I think it is supported by the high usage of the articles in journals and in ebooks. So that will be all for my presentation. I will leave for some questions if there is any. Yeah. Terima kasih. And you can scan the QR code to give your feedback.
Okay, thank you, Mrs. Yanto, for the great presentation. So we move to the next agenda, that is Q&A session. So if one of you have a question for Mrs. Yanto, our speaker, please write down your question, or you can open your audio and ask directly to the speaker. Don't forget to write down your name, also your number ID. Or maybe we can there one question for Miss Yanto first from Mr. Jumadi. The question is, thank you, Mrs. Yanto, for the excellent presentation. The Springer Link web page is incredibly informative. May I ask, are all articles available for free? If it not, how can we access articles that are not free? Maybe Miss Yanto want to answer it as well, or just keep it first.
Yes. For your affiliation account, using UMS library account and the account that has been given to you from the university, you have access up to 3,000 journals, specific journal title. You have to manually search what is the topic and the title of the article you are interested in, and then explore it, whether you have access. If you want the full article title, you have to get the article title from your librarian. Your librarian would have the list of articles that is guaranteed you can access. Another way to do it is open access. But I would say open access is very general in the sense that you may be looking for more niche research articles, right? Or research titles or journal titles where your library has intently created that accessibility for you as a user. So my recommendation firstly is just explore, write the title of your subject, whether you're from engineering, and check whether you can access. If you cannot access, it would mean that firstly, the account subscription is not affiliated to that specific title of the journal. It's just that title of the journal. But that may not mean you don't have full access to other titles, because there are many, many other titles available out there that can match, that can guarantee to match the feel of your search or the scope of the title that you have searched. For example, I'm going to give a simple example. If you search methodology on education, right? Methodology on education. And then the search results comes out, science education, a title on science education. And then there's another title below that is talking about, for example, mathematics education, right? A bit more specific. So there may be more likelihood you would have access to the science education, just an example. But the mathematics education, you have restricted access. This is because there is also a relevance. It may not mean that your affiliation account is not valuable. Just to share with you, what you have now is still a privilege. And why is because all users in this audience now, please bear in mind the account that you have has been tailored to ensure that it fulfills your needs as a user and as a researcher. A lot of effort, a lot of research has been done with the librarians, together with the librarians and my colleague in Indonesia. My colleague is based in the Indonesian office. They pay attention to what are the types of articles is at the interest of you, of the audience. And by doing so, the affiliation account that is prepared for you would guarantee at least a 50% coverage of a variety that can meet everybody interests and everybody needs. Yeah, thank you. I hope that clarifies. Just to top off, again, if you really want more articles, just feel free, go full gear on the open access, because we have thousands of open access there. If you really find, oh, there's not enough Zen, I want more, then you can start to explore the open access.
Okay, thank you, Mrs. Yanto. So, Mr. Jumadi, have you want to give the feedback for the Mrs. Yanto, or maybe it's enough? I think it's enough, yeah. So we move to the second question. This question is come from Mrs. Dewi Fajar Fatmawati, a postgraduate student from UMS. So she asked about she had an issue to cite a journal that has been selected from the Springer Nature to the Mendeley. Maybe Mrs. Yanto have solved to this issue?
Yes, good question. From what I understand, it has to be done individually. Each article that you want to cite or export to Mendeley, do it one by one. We have not encountered yet an end user was able to do it in bulk, in a big volume. So let's say if you have 10 to 30 papers, then you immediately export it to Mendeley. Yeah, this is a very good question, something that we can explore. But my recommendation is do it one by one, separately. Another way is you can also do it opposite. Maybe not from Springer Nature link. For example, if you know the DOI, you just copy the DOI within Mendeley. So open Mendeley, then insert the DOI, then it should immediately, I would say, cross tabulate with the paper. But the only downside is that if you do that, sometimes Mendeley cannot immediately, I would say, upload the PDF for you, because Mendeley would expect to only gather open access articles. But for selected journal paper, you have to manually upload it to the Mendeley if you want to use Mendeley to do your research or to further explore the article. Yeah. So I hope I answered the question. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Miss Dewi Fajar Fatmawati, do you have a feedback for Mrs. Yan? Oh, okay. I think it's enough. Thank you, Mrs. Yan. So we move to the third question from Mr. Agus Dwi Anggono. The question is, can we download the citation of many paper into a Mendeley. So time is yours, Mrs. Yan.
Oh, I was answering that question actually. Wasn't that the question just now?
Oh, yeah, just deliver now. So maybe, if I'm not mistaken, Mrs. Yan already said that you can cite the journal one by one, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. So, Mr.
same.
Agus, if you want to download the citation, you can cite one by one from the journal, and maybe you can access it from the DOI of
Yeah,
the journal. That
yes.
is,
Use the DOI.
yes. So, if there are any questions from all the participants to our speaker, there's oh, this one question. Thank you, Mrs. Yanto, for the presentations from Askia Pratiwi. If we want to upload a journal or articles in Nature, is there a selection of journal eligibility that can be uploaded?
May I ask Ibu, I think it's a female, Ibu Askia to unmute yourself. Upload a journal or article in Springer Nature. You mean to share the article or for what purpose? Yeah, I need to understand better. Thank you. Can she unmute or type? You want to share the journal. Yes. Is there a selection of journal No. Okay. If you want to share, just sharing, there is no criteria or eligibility. Yes. You are free to share any kind of article from any field, from any topic. The eligibility and criteria only applies if number one, you actually don't have access to the article. So don't get caught. So for example, if it's an article which is pirated, right? Please don't download an article from a different platform and then you upload to the Springer Nature community. Of course, it's not going to get accepted or it may be taken down. So my simple example is, it's not wrong to do that, but it's just not aligned with the platform. So again, download the article from Springer Nature link platform, right? And then you can share it and upload it wherever you want in the same Springer Nature community. But even if you download a Springer Nature published article from a different platform, meaning maybe from Research Rabbit, I'm just going to give an example, Research Rabbit, just an example, then you upload it to the research community, it may not be accepted or it may be taken down because it came from a different platform. So for the Springer Nature community, upload the article or share article which is downloaded from the Springer Nature link platform. And secondly, if you are an author, if you are a writer, an author, a researcher, if you want to publish with Springer Nature, then yes, there is an eligibility in terms of choosing which journal you can publish. Not you can share, but you can publish or you can submit your article. Yeah. But other than that, in overall, Ibu Askia, just enjoy the platform. Yeah, as long as you use the platform, you are safe. You can share as much as you like and wherever you want.
Okay, thank you, Mrs. Ian. So, Mrs. Askia, do you want to give a feedback for a speaker? Okay, she said thank you so much, Mrs. Ian. So, there's one questions again, Mrs. Ian. I think the participant will so excited for your presentation today. So, the questions comes from Francisca. Does the open access model facilitate access to science, or does it worsen the access gap with high publication costs? Thank you.
I see. Well, it is completely opposite of the question. Open access today is a must and a trending, I would say, event across publishing, across the librarian community, across the sector of providing content and resources for academia. One thing is open access, it ensures equity to resources for all users from a variety of profile, whether you're from the lower income to middle income and to the higher income profile. It ensures that you have access to the same content and quality of content. Secondly, open access today has shown to enable a large amount of APC waiver, article processing waiver. Meaning to say, I would say at least since we have moved to open access, 60% of our open access article has been waived off for publishing. And this gives a lot of benefit and privilege to users, whether you are from Indonesia or Thailand, or you are collaborating with another university from a different region, from Jakarta, or from a different country, from Philippines. It ensures that even when you collaborate, you can publish in the open access journal or open access ebook in a very minimal cost. So open access has a lot of benefits, and it's definitely the future of research and science.
Okay, thank you, Mrs. Ian. For Francesca, have a feedback for this our speaker, or maybe it's enough? Okay, I think it's enough, yeah. So for the others participant, if you want to discuss or ask Mrs. Xian, please write down your questions, or maybe you can unmute your mic and ask her delivery directly. How? Is there any questions against all the participants? Okay, Mrs. Yan, I think the last question is the last question and Q&A session of this webinar. So, thank you so much for delivering this presentation of the material. Mrs. Yans, I hope we can meet another chance. Thank you for the informative and such as inspiring presentation. It's really an honor for me and all of the participants here. So, maybe if you want to give a closing statement first for all of us.
Yes. Thank you first, all the participants, for your questions, interaction, and staying throughout the presentation. I sincerely hope, not just through this training, as you continue your journey at the university and when you visit the library, firstly, talk to your librarians. Yeah, just say hi, share with them your experience, and then share your journey of using the resources with your colleagues, whether it's your lecturer, professors, or PhD students that you have just met, because sometimes opening up that conversation can open new doors to build your career in academia. I would like to thank again Ibu Maria Husnun, Pak Hadika, Ibu Putri, and all the Pak and Ibu at the library community, as well as at the university, for this cooperation and engagement for the Library Literacy Festival. So I wish everyone please enjoy the festival and the events organized by the library.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Yan. Hope we can meet another chance. So before I close this webinar, I want to announce the winner of the door prize on this webinar session. So the winner is Mrs. Askia, Mrs. Dewi, and Mrs. Francisca. Congratulations for all the winner. So for the winner, can please chat the number that I sent it to the chat box. Please give attention to this number so you can reimburse your price. So for the price for the absentee will be delivered by Mr. Nashib. Okay, the presency link already dropped into the chat box, so you guys can fill it. Also, you can guys fill the scan the barcode that Mrs. Sians already shared towards all of us to give the feedback for her. And for this webinar, I want to closing this today webinar. So thank you for all the participation. Thank you. Special thanks also for Mrs. Sians to our speakers today. We hope you guys find the session beneficial and inspiring session. Don't forget to fill out the form that will be shared in the chat box. So have a great day and we look forward to seeing you in another event. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr.
Thank you, Mrs.
Sianto.
Sian.
Thank
Thank you
you.
for the
Bye-bye.
time.
Fall apart down to my core. Didn't know it before. Surprised when you cut me off guard. All this I'm truly I bought. You was not shorty I thought. Never got a feeling this hard. Harder than the liquor I pour. Tell me you don't want me no more, but I can't let go. Everybody told me so. Feeling like I sold my soul. Devil in a form of a whore. Devil in a form of a whore. You said it. Now you said it. You said it. We'll be together. I fall apart. I fall apart. Eyes keep pulling and the dream keep flowing. Trying to brush it